Husky fans, and welcome to another installment of the Husky Grappler alongside the St. Cloud State University wrestling team graduate assistant coach Jay Hildreth. I'm John Peterson, bringing you an update of this season thus far. A lot of action has happened thus far. We raised another banner crowning the NCAA Division II national champions once again up in the rafters of Hallenbeck Hall to stay for the second straight time. And then we went into the Southwest Minnesota State duel this year, leading things off a little differently than past years, this time in an NSIC duel against the Mustangs. And Jay, how do you think the team did?
You know, thanks for being here again, John. I'm just happy to be here for this other edition of Grappler. So we started off against Southwest State. I believe we won 36-3. I'll tell you the same thing I told the guys. I thought we looked good. We wrestled smart out there. We definitely showed some Husky pride wrestling tough, but I didn't think we wrestled great. I see a lot more potential that these guys can give, a lot more fighting spirit than what we normally have. I'd like to see more going out there after bonus points, after pins, after those technical falls, but that'll start to come as they develop. So it's still early, but definitely pleased with the beginning of the SIC action.
One thing I forgot to mention is we were at the Cobber Open, the Finn Whitaker Open at Concordia Moorhead the weekend before. The one great thing that we saw at the Concordia Moorhead Open was Matt Nelson, of course, being crowned champion. And he is one of two wrestlers we'll be talking about in this installment of the Husky Grappler. He is one of two Huskies named the NSIC Wrestler of the Week this year so far. Matt Nelson, old bones, but still getting it done.
Yeah, he is just the kid that will never grow up. He just is looking sharp as ever, looking young as ever, flexible, strong. This might be the best Matt Nelson I've ever seen.
The next Open after the Southwest Minnesota State duel was successful. We traveled to Cedar Falls, Iowa, to the University of Northern Iowa for the Northern Iowa Open. And of course, there were a ton of Division I teams there. Illinois, along with Isaiah Martinez at 157. And of course, the reigning Olympic bronze medalist, Jaden Cox of 197. He wrestled our Vince Dietz, but hey, Vince Dietz, that's his only loss the whole tournament, went on to beat three Division I wrestlers to get third place and crowned NSIC Wrestler of the Week. Great tournament for Vince.
Yeah, Vince won all three of those matches by bonus points as well. He had a major, a technical fall, and a fall, actually. He had a great tournament. Well, I think more than just his tournament, it's his work ethic inside and outside of the wrestling. He's the type of guy that all year he's been the last one to leave this wrestling room. After the 90 minutes of practice are up, he's always trying to separate himself even farther, and he's just kind of reaping the rewards of that. All his hard work is starting to pay off for him in the tournament setting.
One more thing about the Southwest Minnesota State duel is one thing I love to see is the depth this team has. And we saw a lot of new faces at that duel, including 125. Brandon Briggs had a great match.
Yeah, Brandon making weight, big on his part. He wasn't for sure if he was going to wrestle from the very beginning of the week, but he got the job done, stepped in, and went out there and put up bonus points. The kid is absolutely tough, and it's great to see him get a first win for the Huskies.
Another guy you'd like to see shine for the first time, of course, that in a long time, in the absence of Austin Morgan, of course, we saw Mike Hobbs at heavyweight.
Yeah, Mike Hobbs, he just comes out with such tenacity. He wrestles like he has a chip on his shoulder all the time, and probably one of the most physically just demanding, just tough heavyweights in the nation, other than Austin Morgan. So we're completely blessed to have two stud heavyweights that wrestle each other every day and make each other better.
And if someone is methodically sound, one that's got really strong, it's true freshman Kyle Patorni showing well at 184.
Yeah, Kyle, he is it's almost like he's a veteran out there, The best thing I liked about Kyle is he had a win, or he had the lead, and he just got into his positions. I think he pulled in an underhook and grabbed the other guy's wrist and just kind of sat in his position, making sure that he was in poised position for the remainder of that third period and made no mistakes. He wrestled a great match. It's unbelievable how poised he was.
Another notable match before Vince Dietz was crowned NSIC Wrestler of the Week and got that third place win at the UNI Open. He picked up a big win at 197 pounds against Southwest Minnesota State. 30-16 points for your Huskies against the Southwest Minnesota State Mustangs. 1-0 in duels, 1-0 in the NSIC, and a couple place winners at the UNI Open. That will do it for Jay and I. One more thing to say before we go is the Husky Open is this Saturday, and for the first time ever, I'd like to say that the Husky Open will be broadcasted on the KVSC Sports Stream. Go to the Facebook page of SCSU Wrestling and go to the Twitter page for the link. I'll be on air all day going in and out for the first time broadcasting red shirt wrestlers. I'm looking forward to it. Have an opportunity to talk to some guys along the day. It's going to be a fun tournament for the Holiday Inn Husky Open. For Jay Hildreth, I'm John Peterson. We'll see you next week.